Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel here. Today we got a pretty exciting review. Another Palmetto State Armory gun is in the store today. Let's open it up and see what we got. So inside the box we have the PSA PA-15, Palmetto State Armory's AR-15 style rifle. So if you're looking for an affordable AR-15, chances you've seen this, the PSA PA-15. It's one of the most popular rifles on the market today, mainly because of its price, but does affordability mean sacrificing quality? Today we're going to be taking a look at that. What I like, what I don't like, and whether I'd recommend spending your money on one. So let's get into it. So just a quick overview of the PSA PA-15. It's Palmetto State Armory's, again, take on the classic AR-15 platform. It's going to be chambered in 5.56 NATO, however it also shoots .223, making ammo easy to find and relatively affordable. One of the biggest reasons people buy this rifle is the price. Depending on the configuration and sales, you can often find these for several $100s less than many competing AR-15s. That makes it a popular option for first-time buyers, range shooters, or anyone wanting a solid rifle without spending over $1,000. So let's take a look what comes in the box. So obviously we have our PA-15, even comes with a chamber flag in there, so we'll set that down for later. It also comes with front and rear aperture sights, so these would be good for backup sights, especially if you plan on running a main optic on your firearm. These are also made by Magpul, which is actually a pretty good company. I'm a big fan of Magpul. So that's a nice inclusion right there. Inside this little bag, we're going to have your one magazine. Looks like we're going to have a lock in here, and then your instructions and everything. Also comes with a sticker that PSA includes and everything. So let's bring this beauty back out. Let's first talk about the build quality. So for the money, the build quality is actually quite impressive. You can just feel how light this gun is. Like it is really nice to just handle. You can tell it's not cheap parts and product that they put into this thing. The upper and lower receivers fit together very well. It's not gonna wobble very much. The finish is very clean, the controls feel familiar, and everything functions exactly like you'd expect from a standard AR platform. Now, is it a premium rifle? No, but it's close. You won't find any fancy coatings, you're not gonna get a premium trigger or match grade barrels on most standard models, but you are gonna get a rifle that feels well put together for the price. So on the range, the PA-15 does exactly what most people need to do. Your recoil is going to be light thanks to the AR platform, make it easy for newer shooters while still being enjoyable for experienced ones. Accuracy is going to be pretty respectable on it. With quality ammunition, it's more than capable of producing good groups for recreational shooting, home defense, or training. No, again, it's probably not going to compete with a high-end precision rifle, but that's not what it's designed for. So it performs well. So reliability is usually one of the biggest questions people have. Palmetto State Armory has improved significantly over the years, and many owners report thousands of rounds with minimal issues while using quality magazines and ammunition. That's the key right there. Quality magazines, making sure you're actually cleaning your magazines after you've been dumping rounds through it, and using good rounds. Again, like any rifle, proper lubrication and maintenance really matter. So while every manufacturer can occasionally produce a lemon, the PA-15 has built a solid reputation as a dependable budget rifle. Now, here's what kind of stands out to me. Again, that excellent value for the money. You're going to get huge aftermarket support from PSA, standard AR-15 parts compatibility if you want to get a different trigger in here. Again, attachments, you got your M-lock on the guardrail to put different attachments. Then you got your Picatinny on top for any optics that you're going to run. So again, it's easy to customize with that, with all the different options you have on the handguard and on top as well. And then you're going to get that reliable performance for the average shooter. Again, it's not going to be a custom match grade rifle. That's going to outshoot this thing any day. So yeah, I think it would be a great option for new AR owners. So if you're looking for an entry into the AR platform, this is pretty hard to ignore. A couple things I'm not liking. Again, you're going to get a few compromises buying a cheaper gun, but this trigger, it's definitely not amazing. Again, we can check there's no rounds in there. Like it feels like a standard cheap trigger, but that's also something that you can always update. The furniture on some of the models can feel basic. Fit and finish is, again, it's not going to match higher end manufacturers, but that's not what it's trying to do. So quality control has improved, but it still isn't quite at the same level as premium brands. If you're expecting a duty grade rifle comparable to top tier manufacturers, probably is not going to be what you're looking for. So really, who should buy this? So the PA-15 is going to be great for first time AR owners, budget conscious shooters, range enthusiasts, and anyone wanting a customizable platform. If you're planning making heavy professional use or simply want premium features right out of the box, spending more may make a little bit of sense. So the PSA PA-15 delivers exactly what it promises. It's an affordable AR-15 that performs well, is reliable for most shooters, leaves plenty of room in your budget for optics, magazines, ammo, and training. Would I personally choose it over some higher end rifles? Probably not, but if your budget's limited, it's hard to argue with the value it offers. For many people, it's one of the best entry-level AR-15s available today. And now before we head out of it, let's take a look at how to take this thing apart. So we'll lock it back to the rear, take this chamber flag out. Again, we always check, make sure there's nothing in there. So first thing you're going to do again, it's just a standard AR-15. I always start with this back peg right here. Just like that, and then you can break it down. Guess we might have to start with this. There we go. That's why the bolt was back. So make sure you have that bolt forward, but then it comes apart shotgun style like this. So you have your lower receiver right here. Again, making sure we're cleaning all of this, cleaning the hammer. Then up top, you simply take the charging handle, the button right here, and everything comes out. And this is really as far as you need to break it down for cleaning purposes. Again, the bolt does break down more if you wanted to just take the pin out, take the cam out, take the bolt out. But that's not really something that you're going to need to do. Put it back together, take our charging handle, it's going to fit in the little slot right there. Put a little bit more through, put the bolt on top, and everything comes home. And opposite, line up these pegs. I usually start with the first one again. Like so. And then we close her up. And that'll do it with our PSA PA-15. If this review helped you out, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe for more honest firearm reviews, and let me know in the comments, would you buy the PSA PA-15 or would you spend more on something else? Thanks for watching, I'll see you in the next one.